Hello everyone, this is Lakshman and Mayapin for CS441 project demo, and this is a final project, and this is part 2 of our cloud streaming project demonstration. So in the previous video, we have seen how the data from the file watcher, the characters, have been streamed to Kafka Stream, and in this part, we are going to get the data. We are going to connect our Spark program to the Kafka Stream, Kafka message queue, get the data, process the log messages, do some kind of aggregation, and based on a certain logic, we are going to trigger an email to the stakeholders if they are to be notified. So this is the code over here, and first, as a first step, we create the Spark context this using the Spark configuration. Once the Spark streaming context has been created, we are going to create a Kafka direct stream. We are using this Kafka direct stream to attach a Spark program with the Kafka message queue. So we are using a security protocol, SSL security protocol, because we have deployed it on MKS system, AWS MKS service, and it is a secured a Kafka message queue. And we also have configured a trust store. We send all these details along with the Kafka params so that we can connect to the correct proper Kafka stream. So all these configurations can be set up from our applications conf, where we have the Kafka broker specified. This is the URL where we can connect our Spark program. So this is the target URL address, and we have the Kafka topic. This is the Kafka topic that we are interested in, and we have other kinds of configurations, and we have the Spark configurations over here. The Spark config can be customized from our applications.conf. Once this configurations are started and once we're connected with the Kafka stream, we actually start streaming context and look for the messages from the Kafka message queue. And if there is a message, and every time there is a message from the Kafka queue, it triggers this piece of code. This code block gets the message, aggregates the data, and does some. So here we have four kinds of aggregations: error count, one count, debug count, and info count. So it aggregates the log messages based on the logging levels, and it counts the number of log messages. And when it crosses a particular threshold, we can configure the threshold as well. And once it crosses a particular threshold, it triggers an email notification to all the stakeholders involved. So right now we can see the settings for how these work. So the, the terminal on the bottom left runs the Kafka stream, and the terminal on the top left has the log is configured to run the log file generation, and the terminal to the right is our Spark and Spark program. So we first run the log generator. Our Kafka stream is already running. The file watcher, our characters are already running, which gets triggered whenever there is a modification to the log files that we are looking for. So we run the log generator. So the log files have started generating, and the characters are detecting it and sending it to the Kafka stream. So now we run our Spark program. The Spark program tries to connect to the Kafka stream. We have specified the broker addresses in the configuration. So the Spark program has started running, and as you can see, it has started aggregating the content that we receive from the Kafka message queue, and it extracts the information from the message queue, and there is an error or warning log messages that crosses a particular threshold, it will shoot an email notification to the stakeholders. The next part about how the email notifications are triggered will be explained by my teammate. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So this is Smriti Balki from CS441 course. So I am doing the last part of our project, the email triggering part. So first let me show how do we set up to trigger an email notification. So I've logged into my Amazon console, as you can see my name here. So first we just type in email, Amazon simple email service. So for to send an email notification, we need to have our emails verified. So in here we have verified identities where you can see I've registered for these email addresses, and you can see that uh, my this email is not verified, and that's when you get this unverified symbol. So let me delete this, delete, and I'll show you how to create. So it's just you want to verify your email address. So you give in email address and you create an identity. That's when your identity will be created with the state of as unverified. It'll be only verified if you get into your mail and you'll have a link of verification. So for now, we're going to use the verified email addresses. So this is where, so sbulky3 at UIC.edu is the receiver list where you receive your notification. In the last video, we've seen that an email notification was triggered when the logs were when we received logs in the Kafka queue. So we'll be generate the email will be received in this manner. As you can see, this we've received 40 minutes ago, and so the subject will be Spark email. So I've given the subject as Spark email notification and the body as this. We are receiving the error count and the log count. So here we've received 371 errors and 4263 ones. So this is how the emails will be triggered. So if you get, so another important point for this email notification is for the Amazon to know where to notify. You should also have your credentials in your machine. So once you go your security credentials, you'll have your access key and your secret key ID. This should be stored in your home, so you like home users with a file called credentials or config file. Now this file should have the access key IDs and the secret key with which it can locate and send you the and trigger the email, Amazon simple email. So once we just get into the code, we can see that here we are triggering the Amazon email service. The method here is email with error count and won count. We are aggregating the counts. So in Amazon email service, this is the method email where as I mentioned, the email subject and body, this can be changed in the config file as well. The address list, source list, message body, and we are sending the message. So this was our project where it ends with the notifying the stakeholders with the email notification. Thank you.